gavana kanano nako.
They made part of the James Bond movie Casino Royale. At the beginning of the movie, this was the Wally Jump. The building was the embassy. And Junkanoo, that's our cultural festival we celebrate during New Year's Day and Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. The word Junkanoo came from a slave called John Canoe. The yellow and white building across the street, that's our Junkanoo Museum. The costumes, they're very colorful. They're made out of cardboard, they're pasted with crepe paper with some decorations. What we do, we beat goatskin drums, we shake cowbells, horns, flutes, music, and dance. I guarantee once you feel that rhythm, you gotta move. That's why we like colors. Cultural festival.
So the size of this island?
21 miles wide, 7 miles long.
21 miles
Wide,
7
long.
Wow. So it's just like 20 minutes drive.
No.
21 miles?
Yeah, it takes longer than that. Over here to the left, that's Bethel Baptist Church. First Baptist church on the island. Established in 1790 by a freed slave by the name of Prince William. At this intersection here, it's called Meeting Street. The reason it's called Meeting Street because this was the street where the slaves came to meet. This was their meeting place. And after a dispute at Bethel Baptist Church, that same freed slave Prince William, he then discovered St. John's Baptist Church in 1825, right over here. The pink and white building to the right, that's the Ministry of Health or Department of Health. If you notice, most of the government buildings pink and white, and some of them are yellow and white. The pink and white represents the national bird, the pink flamingo, and the yellow and white, the national flower, the yellow elder. Straight ahead, that's an Agnes Cemetery. Laid to rest there's the body of our first Bahamian Prime Minister, Sir Lyndon O'Pinley. Well, he is considered the father of the nation. His face is on our Bahamian dollar bill, and the international airport is named after him. That's his tomb straight ahead, where you see the Bahamian flag with the picket fence around it. We on the island, we are led by a prime minister and not a president. We have elections every 5 years, but there's no time limit for how many terms they can serve. Our first Bahamian Prime Minister, Sir Lyndon O'Pinley, but he served for 25 years consecutively, 5 terms. That's our Bahamian flag. The colors are black, gold, and aqua. Where the black triangle represents the forward movement of the people, the gold, the sunshine we have year round, the aqua at the top, the skies when there's no rain, and the aqua at the bottom, the beautiful waters. And the meaning of Bahamas, shallow waters. Shallow waters.
So did I hear you say your prime minister is buried there?
Oh, yeah, he's buried there. The first Bahamian prime minister.
Okay. Now the one here in this dollar.
That's the one on the dollar bill.
Barabara za huku. Jesus Christ. I know.
This Fort Charlotte. Fort Charlotte was built between 1787 to 1819 by Lord Dunmore, and it is named after King George III's wife. It's 3 sections to that fort: Fort Charlotte, Fort Stanley, and Fort D'Arcy. Down here to the left, that's Clifford Park. That's where we have our independence celebration fairs and bazaars. Some people play a little soccer and do a little exercising. Down here to the left, that's part of the road traffic department. That's where we do our practical examinations. parallel parking and reversing.
Right here.
Right over here, yeah.
Wow.
And here to the right, that's also part of the road traffic. That's where you'll get your vehicle license inspected. And to the left, the Girl Scouts, their headquarters.
I haven't heard you talking about schools and universities. I haven't seen
Yeah,
this.
we can get there.
Oh,
We can get there. Just give me time. Over here to the left, at the bottom, that's the Haynes Oval. That's one of our cricket fields. Well, cricket was the national sport. And above the cricket field, that's a better view of Fort Charlotte. And the Lukai and Arawaks, they were the original inhabitants on the island. This area, it's called Arawaki. To the back of our... If you look on the table, you'll see some shells, conch shells. Well, conch, that's a Bahamian delicacy. There's a large mollusk that lives in the sea. We eat a lot of it, and there's many ways to prepare it. Out here you can get your fried fish, your conch fritters, your crock conch, your crawfish, your peas and rice, macaroni and cheese, coleslaw, potato salad, all that good stuff. Call this area the fish fry.
Awesome.
What's the main food here?
Conch. That I showed you? Yeah, it's a large mollusk.
So, like, people here have a British passport?
No, Bahamian. Before 1973, it was a British passport. Now we have a Bahamian passport.
So, when you have your Bahamas passport, do you need a visa to the US?
Well, only if you're going to Florida, you don't need a visa.
By any other part?
Yeah.
Wow.
In Florida, you don't need a visa.
No.
But if you're in Florida, you can go anywhere else.
Yeah.
So, do many people run away?
No. Some do, but not many.
So, minimum wage here?
260.
So, how about the poverty line?
When we have poverty, I can show you. I can ride you through the lower class area. I'm gonna ride you through, show you how we live.
Okay.
Mana malini ka na old town Mombasa.
Exactly.
And I told you the national bird, that's the national bird of the Bahamas is the pink flamingo.
Yeah.
Yes.
You only be able to see them here at the zoo. We have a national park preserved for the flamingos on Inagua. That's the island furthest to the south. right through here to the right, that's the zoo, the Industrial Garden. Right through here.
So what kind of animals are there?
Native Bahamian animals. And that's the Bahamas Humane Society over here to the left.
Imagine ukiikara ka island gaka maisha mako. So do other nationals comes and live here?
Yeah, Asians, Jamaicans, Cubans, Dominicans. Yeah.
You never see Kenyan
Not much. We have Africans, Nigerians. Yeah.
who lives here?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But this one in the middle class areas called Chippenham. Homes in these areas start from about $120,000 to about $240,000. And also you'll find a lot of apartments. The apartments range from $800 to $1,200 monthly. That'll be for 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. All of these homes will have running water and electricity. Instead of central air conditioning, you'll find more of the wall units. And these will be the homes that doesn't have any pools, gardens, or maids. Most of these homes are made out of concrete blocks with about 2 layers of cement plaster. We build them strong so that they can stand hurricanes. That's our most feared natural disaster. Usually reside in these areas are civil servants, government workers, like the teachers, police officers, nurses, people who work in the tourism industry, hospitality industry, or nuclear families with both parents with an average income of about $30,000 yearly. That'll be individually.
Do you produce your own power? Where do you get it?
What's that?
You produce the power.
Power, yeah, we have one electric company, run off of diesel generators. That's why it's a little expensive.
Airport?
Yeah, we have an international airport.
Wow.
Yeah, my daughter is asking whether you get hurricanes over here.
Yeah, hurricanes. Coming up into the hurricane season now, next month. And we have 3 gas companies, Shell, Esso, and Rubis. Right now, a gallon of gas is at $5.96 a gallon. While we're passing the stations, you notice they don't have the price posted. Maybe because they don't want to scare you away. And Bahamians, we're not allowed to gamble at the casinos and the hotels. Yeah, we'll get locked up. It's against the law.
Wow.
We're only able to do online gambling. This is one of the online gambling houses here.
Okay. So, how much is equal?
One for $1 US.
Is equal?
Yeah. And that's a Catholic church, St. Joseph Catholic Church, and a private school. But most of the private schools are Baptist, Anglican, Catholic, Methodist, or Adventist schools.
Oh, na vita pesa cia ngũkũ
Sineo heire.
Oh, ni dola yako.
Ay, ata ni
So
equivalent.
it's dollar per dollar.
Yes, 1 for 1 with the US dollar.
I know.
So I would move here, my friend. So what do I need to move here?
Who? Then you gotta go online, apply. And Super Value, that's one of our food stores. But you don't get a value for your dollar there. A gallon of milk, $6.99 plus the 12% tax.
What?
And what are the minimum payments?
See, we started paying value-added tax about 8 years ago at 12%. Only homes valued over $250,000 we pay property tax. We don't pay income tax. All of our public schools painted this color right over here. Yellow, white trim, and green. All the public schools painted that color. That's a public primary school. Our schooling system goes from grade 1 to 6 primary schools, grade 7 to 9 junior high, and grades 10 to 12 senior high schools.
Is it free?
Both, no public schools are free. Both public and private school, all wear uniform to eliminate the competition. School begin at 9 and out at 3. And Bahamians, we love KFC. We eat a lot of fried chicken. And we have about 6 colleges. The most recognized was the College of the Bahamas. About 4 years ago, they had the charter day where they became the University of the Bahamas, where they now offer graduate and undergraduate programs. But straight ahead, that's the university's main campus, the UB Bingos.
What is the population?
It's 400,000 in all of the islands. 250,000 reside here.
So life here is expensive.
Yeah.
Do you grow anything in this island?
Little is grown. See, the southern islands are more used for agriculture and fishing. The northern islands of the Bahamas are more used for tourism.
So everything you import here?
Most everything, yeah.
Healthcare, is it free?
Yes, we have a healthcare system, free healthcare system. I'll show you. You're going to see it all, ma'am.
And the medical service is so expensive.
What's that?
The medical
Yes,
service.
ma'am. It's very expensive.
So how do you
We have socialized medicine. We have a socialized and we have a private system.
Have you noticed no aggression in driving?
You're civilized.
Yeah.
You see that bus right there? That's how our public transportation buses are. They're numbered for the different routes throughout the island. The fares are $1.50 for adults, $1.25 for junior and senior high students, $1 for senior citizens, and 75 cents for primary school students. See another public school? All the public schools painted that color. This is one of the lower class areas right here, called Bain Town. It was first occupied by ex-slaves, freed blacks. In these areas, you'll find many of the small wooden structured homes. We call them clapboard houses. You'll also find many of the local fruit trees. Many folks in these areas doesn't have running water, neither electricity. But if you look around, you'll see that the utilities are here. It's just that they can't afford them. For people who don't have electricity, they still depend on kerosene lamps and candles, which is the cause of many house fires. People who don't have running water in their homes, they bring their buckets, bottles to fill up at the city pumps. And you'll find the pumps along the street throughout these neighborhoods. When I see one, I can show $1,000. But most of these homes were handed down to generations. Usually reside in these areas laborers, cleaners, janitors, landscapers, or people who are paid the minimum wage, $260 weekly. A lot of folks are also unemployed. Our unemployment rate, 11%. What some people do, they collect the empty beer bottles. For each case, you'll get $2. See right here? That's a used Japanese car lot. I'm going to tell you about the vehicles a little bit later. The right-hand drive vehicles. And the yellow and white building coming up to the right, that's one of the substations of our post office. You'll see an old British post box at the front. We on the island, we don't have a mailman who'll drop off or collect your mail. So if you weren't able to pay your light bill or your water bill, just tell them you never got your mail. See, this one in the lower class. You'll find the small wooden structured homes. We call them clapboard houses. Find many of the fruit trees too. Yeah, mango, this is the mango season now. See? House fires, kerosene lamps and candles.
Wow.
Avocado tree. Find many of the fruit trees in these areas.
So how is the weather over here?
Hot year round, all year round.
On winter?
Winter is cool, the temperature drops late night, early morning. But during the day it's still sunny.
kids are in school now.
Yeah, then kids they're in school now.
So do you have rains over here?
Oh?
Do you have rain?
Yeah, we have rain. This is the rainy season now coming up.
Any flooding?
And yeah, a lot of flooding. We have a lot of low-lying areas. A lot of low-lying areas. And not the proper drainage system. See another sapodilla tree. Find all the fruit trees, most of the fruit trees in these areas. Coconut.
It's safe to assume that all homes have
What's that?
all homes have plumbing inside, right?
Yeah, plumbing inside. See the pumps? It's one of the pumps right here. You find them all throughout these neighborhoods. People who don't have running water in their homes.
So if they don't have running water and they have the bathrooms, like the toilet,
But they'd have to take water and to flush them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And at this intersection here, it's called East Street. East Street marks the eastern boundary to the city of Nassau. This street will take you from the northern end to the southern end. So there's approximately about 7 miles north to south. What about souvenir shopping? Y'all wanted to do souvenir shopping?
you want souvenir shopping? Kuna ulikuwa souvenir.
Now,
To souvenir.
I'm going to Murenda.
Asha.
No souvenir shopping?
No, just
But what I can do, I'll just ride through so you can see anyway.
Very
yeah.
good.
So that's a police.
Police, yeah. And this my card.
Oh, nice. Double D.
Yeah.
How is the crime rate there?
Well, ever since the recession, our crime rate has to increase. About 8 years ago, we had a record number of 146 murders all of the island. And all of our police stations, fire departments, painted this green and white color. Over here to the left, that's the police headquarters and fire department. It was established in 1841. And part of the barracks of the police headquarters was built from stones of the old Fort Nassau. And the yellow and white building across the street, that's our public treasury department. Well, it's located across from the police headquarters for safekeeping. We're going atop Bennett's Hill. Atop Bennett's Hill is the water tower. It's 216 feet above sea level. It's 126 feet high. It's the highest point of elevation here on New Providence. It also has a light atop visible to ships 20 miles to the sea. It was built in 1928, and the purpose of the water tower was to maintain the water pressure throughout the city of Nassau. It's no longer in use, and it held 85,000 gallons of water.
And why is it not in use?
We have a new underground system. And also on Bennett's Hill is the Queen Staircase. I'm going to ride around and show you it from the bottom. That's the Queen Staircase. I can ride around and show you it from the bottom. And this the water tower, no longer in use. Straight ahead here, that's Fort Fincastle. Fort Fincastle was built from stones dug out of the Queen's Staircase. It was built in 1793 by Lord Dunmore, and it was used as a lighthouse until 1816. Well, this fort, it has the shape of a ship. It was used as a disguise. Fort Fincastle.
So I had to come to the tunnel and see one of these tunnels across Bahamas. And this, they say, it used to be an escape route for the governor and his troop during the wartime. And of course, many people are coming here to see. Adoje maroka kuirorera tano eno, and it's a good place. Ukete huku na profesa mtumia wake na family yake na family yako huku. Just come and see this beautiful place. It's a beautiful place, as you can see. That's Princess Precious right there. She's excited. Sorry. So guys, this is the Precious now. No?
Sit there. Sit here. Sit there.
It's a good thing. Thank you. Rutia mayo nawe hau. Tayariza maji. Tayasema aliguza maji. You can touch the water, girls. Kuliko waseme waliguza maji ya Bahamas. There we go. Beautiful spot here. I know. Thank you. Wacha niseme tumetembea Bahamas and it's a beautiful place as you can see. I mean, nilikuwa ninangojea huyu jamaa wetu atueleze na kizungu so that everybody can understand this place, and I'll tell you what, when we got to this place I felt like mimi naweza toka nijitembeze miguu, but you know, getting here kwa sababu kuna access ya the beach, kuna access ya the most expensive neighborhood, lazima ulipe pesa kidogo ndio uweze kuingia huku uweze kuaccess, and I saw very expensive boats. Watu wako na pesa my friend. Ukisikia watu wakisema hakuna pesa, wewe jua ni wewe. People are living big in this world and this was good. Na wacha nikwambie, because watu wengi wetu wote tuligawana, wengine wakaenda side zingine. Personally I wanted to go to Church of Monlu, mwenye mhubiri mwenye alikuwa na sifa sana upande wa Bahamas, but well I did not make it because my time ilikimbia sana. We were supposed to get back to the ship or we are supposed to get back to the ship at 4 p.m. and saa hizi I can see it's around 2 p.m. so I cannot make it because nataka niingie hapa and then niende kwa the beach kidogo and then nirudi kwa the ship. Na unajua ukifika kwa maji, si watu wengi wanakubalianga kutoka kwa maji, and let me tell you the heat here iko mkubwa sana, na nimekwambia, so you have heard that guy ametuzungusha hapa akatuambia dollar is for a dollar. Hapa dola ya hapa na ya US ni kitu moja. So if you are able to get your way of going to Bahamas, I mean, you are still in the US. But they said they can only access Florida. If you want to go to any other part of the United States, you can you will need a visa. You will need a visa, transit visa ya kuingia kwa states zingine. But kama unaishi Bahamas, you can go to Florida, Miami. I mean, I think sasa hapo ndio sasa tulikuwa na wauliza, sasa kama mtu ataenda Miami akishaingia Florida, sini kama ameingia US. I don't know how they do it, but the guy who was actually the tour guide was telling us they cannot go to United States without a visa. I don't know how that work, lakini kama niye hakuelewa swali yangu, aliniambia they can only access Miami but not any other state. But he said watu wengi huwa wanatoka, and you have heard him saying hapa kuna watu zaidi ya 400, 400,000 in this area. Bahamas, there are like 17 island, but this is one of them, now the Bahamas itself. Na hapa ndio governor anaishi. I think I showed you the house of the governor, nikakuonyesha nyumba ya parliament. Na huku sasa tumetoka hapa, now we are getting in this very expensive neighborhood, and I said me personally, kama niko na pesa hapa mimi naweza ishi kwa hii neighborhood. Oh my goodness. And this is a place whereby you can actually see watu wakubwa wa serikali. So my driver akatuambia nao, mimi nitawaweka hapa chini, mujitembeze kidogo, you go around, I give you 1 hour to explore the town, and then after that I'll come to pick you up. So kama we hujaenda Bahamas, at least nimekuzungusha. You can refer to my first video. Nimekupeleka mpaka kwa the most the standard homes, wale watu wanaishi maisha hapa yani middle class, na pia wale ambao ni maskini kabisa. Na sasa hapa niko area ya watu ambao ni matajiri. Na kilicho nisangaza wakati nilifika hapa, when tuliwekwa hapa, hey jameni, I was lucky kuona motorcade ya the prime minister. Well, family iko hapa, they are also ready to explore the town. Hapa ni kutembea. We came here late, wengine walikuwa wamekuja asubuhi, so I know we don't have much time to walk around, but the real I'll be able to do is what I'll have to do. And it is very hot, by the way. Hata macho sifunguki, na niliacha glasses zangu, sijui niliacha wapi, but it's a good experience. So next time you're coming to Bahamas, or you want a cruise ship, make sure Bahamas is part of you. Na ninaona professor, tuko na professor hapa na Mr. and Mrs. Professor, and as I said, nilibahatika sana kupatana na motorcade ya prime minister. Governor kana nonako. So after kupata hiyo motorcade ya prime minister, actually we were told is the prime minister of Bahamas, and prime minister is elected. They do election after every 5 years, but of course governor is appointed, is selected by the prime minister. So prime minister ni mtu mkubwa sana. Na sijui ama umeona motorcade ni ya gari 3. Just imagine ni Kenya, president anapita. Na unajua prime minister hapa ndiye mkubwa sana hapa kwa hii state. They don't have president, they only have prime minister. So you can imagine kama ni Kenya, zile gari zingepita hapo za presidential motorcade. But now it was just 3 of them. Well, hiyo ni kitu ya kusoma nayo, So tuliingia hapa tukakuta watu washaingia, washatembea hapa, washafanya shopping. Now they are getting back, they are getting ready to go back, kurudi nyumbani, ama kurudi kwa the ship, because as I said pale awali, mahali tuko ni dock ya ship nyingi sana. We have like 5 ships already there. Na watu hawa wote, wengine wako kwa yetu, wengine wako kwa Carnival, Sunrise, wherever zile ziko pale, but sisi yetu mkumbuke ni Royal Caribbean. So we decided to move around. Of course watoto wananiambia, daddy, you must get us some ice cream. Where? Ice cream sasa hapa, because the only thing that can cool you down, it's something very very cold, frozen, kwa sababu ile joto iko hapa, but it's good. I think there is somebody said it's good for your skin. Wale watu ambao wako na maji mingi sana ya mwili, inatokea hapa, and by that inakuacha na tulupo kwa macho tuzuri sana. It's a beautiful place as you can see. Hapa nakwambia zile boti nimeona hapa, hiyo boti ukipewa moja, mimi naisukuma mpaka kule kwetu Mombasa, Indian Ocean, niwe ninapea watu ka nafasi ya ku just feel one of the smallest, it's a boat, but I think iko comfortable kuliko mpaka hiyo ship jameni. Ukikaribia hii boat here, haya ndizo hizo nakwambia, zimepakiwa hapo, na hizi ni za wanaume ama wanawake, because siku hizi wanawake pia usicheze na wao. Wanawake pia usicheze na wao, wameinvest vizuri. And I said, and it's a good place. I was thinking of shooting a song here. Unfortunately, sikuwa na kiti ya kuniimbia wimbo, but it's a beautiful place as you can see. Hapa kuna one of the favorites ya my daughter. Alisema, the one that looks like gold is the one I'll buy when I grow old. Okay. Nikamwambia, that's fine. It is possible. Most of these people, the rich people unawaona wanaishi manchi zingine, they come and hide their wealth here. Tunanunua maboti kidogo. Yeye akikuja vacation, hata hataki hoteli, hapana. Anaingia tu kwa hii kiboti yake. Anaingia kwa ziwa. Hiyo kiboti iko na kitchen, iko na bedrooms, iko na kila kitu, iko na mpaka ka swimming tub, hot tub huko ndani. Yani unaenda unakula mwezi mzima kwa the beach bila kutoka. So you can see what I'm saying. Oh yes, it's a beautiful place. So next time if you're doing a song, join me in the next ship. Ndio tuenda nikuchukulia nyimbo mahali kama huko. Very beautiful. If you're from Kenya, it is possible. Kit Ken said they give an invitation so you can try to get your own visa. If you succeed, I'll tell you what, this will be a life-changing trip. When you go around and see what money can do. Great minds create opportunities of building empires. Hawa ni watu tu walijenga hivi. Na mimi kazi yangu ni kuchukua video, ni kuonyeshe, kuzoe hujakuja. Next time ukikuja, you'll see for yourself. Because what I came to realize, most of the people I was with, wanachukua video zao. Mtu anachukua video yake ni private. Akaweke kwake kwa archive zake. Lakini mimi yangu nachukua niweke kwa public. Ndio muone huku. Coconut ziko nyingi. Na madafu. Naitagwa madafu. Madafu ya mwisho nilikunywa kule upande wa Mombasa, Kenya. Sasa mimi nitafuta ka ice cold. Sasa hiyo joto iko huku. Ikikuchapa utaanguka hapa bila kujua umeanguka. It was nice. By the way, nilichoose ile ice cream ya mango and vanilla. It was a very nice flavor. Na todo muriodo iguanagirwo ri. Wacha mimi nijienjoy hiyo kautamu. Nilisema hakuna haja ya kijiko. Kwa sasa the heat that is here, it's making it melt. Inakuwa kama chai. So you just drink. I'm just doing this because I know after many years, when I will be 70 years old, I will remember my black hair. I'll remember my young face. And I'll remember how I was drinking the ice cream. That is the reason I do all these features. Even when I will not be here, my grandchildren, my children will always remember their grandpa. Alikuwa anatembea sana. Alikuwa anajaribu, alikuwa anajituma, na nyinyi ambao hamtakuwako, you will say, your kids will say, I saw mama with this guy. They were traveling somewhere. They were going to Bahamas. Yeah, so it's always good to keep memories. Because I remember the last time I was in Israel. Sasa Israel kumeanza vita. We don't know whether there will be another team that will go there again. So the video I took will remain for the memories. Well, now tumetoka hiyo side. We have to drive along this area. It's one of the best places. They say it's inaitagwa Porsche. Ama ni kule kwa watu wako na kitu kwa mfuko. Si waombaombi. Hapana. Ni kama uko na hela ukuje ununue kaboma hapa. As you can see, very nice homes here. Ukiishi hapa sasa nani atakuuliza? Utakuwa unaamkia asubuhi, unaenda biashara yako, and I saw most of the businesses here ni lazima ikuwe ni watu wale wanauza vitu. I mean, this is a tourist attraction place. So if you're able to have a good hotel, if you're able to have vitu mzuri za kuuzauzia wazungu uzilete hapa, utapata pesa na kuambia. Na nimekuambia hapa economy hapa ni $1 for a dollar. So kama uko na $1 million, move here. Your life will be good. Nyumba ni mzuri kama zile za kwetu Ruda. Nyumba ni mtamu hapa. So this route ndio nataka nikuonyeshe because I need to take you now. Of course kuna apartments pia, that's not a hotel, is an estate. So you can just rent a house there na uwe unaishi hapo. So right now as you see, I'm actually going to Paradise Beach. Niliambiwa inaitwa Paradise. But well, the driver decided to take me around. Akaniambia si nikupeleka kwa middle class people. Sasa wacha nikupeleke kwa watu ambao wamejiweza kimfuko. You can rent a house here. You can rent an Airbnb. I mean, you don't have really to come here with a ship. You can just book your flight from wherever state you are. Useme you are going for vacation in Bahamas. And it's good. Si pesa ni yako, usiweke sana, usikubali ikae tu hapo ikakuliwe na wengine. You can make good use of it. Move around and see what is happening here. Tuko pamoja. Lakini ile shida niliona hapa ni barabara zao ni kidogo sana by the way. Ni one way. Nasema tunaisemanga ni one way. One way. Huyu anapita hapa na mwingine anapita pale. Na tu barabara tu hatuna escape route just in case of anything. Wewe utakaa. Imagine hii ni estate mpaka iko na golf course. Sasa hatungepita hapo. Sisi kazi yetu ilikuwa tu ni kuonyesha nyinyi mpaka apartments. Kuna watu wanaishi hapa ambao wanafanya kazi mahali mapek. Mahali wako na business inayowapatia pesa. Yes, na by the way Chinese pia wamefika huku. Waarabu pia wako huku wanauza dhahabu. Well, ni nyinyi wa Kenya ndio sikupata duka ya Mkenya hapa. So if you got the opportunity, go to Bahamas. See what you can be selling here. Souvenirs and other stuffs. Na uze na bei mzuri. Utajipata uko na pesa sana. Lakini wale wanauza ice cream hapa, hiyo inawapea pesa cause everyone here lazima you try to get something to cool your body. Sasa moja kwa moja mpaka kwa the beach. And I was told the beach here, it got the best breeze. Yani ile breeze. Zuri sana. I wish I can spend more time here. Lakini shida sasa ni jinsi utatoka hapa uende ama urudi upande wa Miami. So, I mean, some people would decide, wacha nikae. I remember the last time tulikuwa tumeenda naye ship. Like now we are doing the excursions. Mtu anatoka kwenda mahali anataka. Rafiki mmoja akatoka akaenda akakaa mahali akaitisha kikombe ya vodka. Akakunywa, akalala. Sasa when everybody was back to the ship, yule mtu wenu hakurudi kwa ship. Sasa ni kutangaza. Unajua kuna scan zile keys, wanajua who is back and who is not back. Sasa honi inapigwa, but finally he came back. Anyway, labda alikuwa amefikiria maisha, sasa huko ni sawa, but at least alirudi nyumbani. So now we are going to the beach. Kutoka where dereva ametuweka ni mahali naweza ni hado igedhie na magoro tunatembea. At least tuuze beach na mikono. Most of the time tumekuwa huko ndani kabisa. Unapita tu ndani ya maji lakini huyaguzi. This time round, wacha niyaguzi hata kama ni 2 minutes. I take my girls there. They swim. Then we go back to the ship. So please guys, next time, make this part of your destination. Put it in your checklist book. Useme one day, one time. Look at that beach. Very nice. Beach. Blue waters, white sand. Very clean. Hawa wote unaweza fikiria wamekuja kurelax hapa. Hawa wote tu kwa meli moja. Lakini walikuja before. Wameshinda hapa the whole day. There are others which zinaitwa adult beach. Hiyo unaenda tu unakuta ni watu wakubwa. Hakuna watoto. But hii ni a family. So I came with my girls and I wanted them to feel the touch, to get in the waters, play, and then we head back to the ship. So if you want to join us next, kindly talk to Kate Ken. The best time to book is now. And she said you can only use $100 to just book your position so that they can know you are serious. So if the cruise is charging $650, just in case because the price keep changing, your cabin will be there. Hakuna siku hata moja itaguzwa na mtu. Bora tu maliza kulipa malipo yako. So if you don't pay and you pay on time, unajua kuna wengine wanagoja until the last minute. So when you pay until the last minute, sometimes you end up missing the cabin. Like this time round, kuna watu walikosa cabin. Mmefika Miami, meli imejaa, hakuna nyumba yenu. We don't want that. So if you are booking, you book and pay. So you wait just for directions. Ya kuambiwa siku hii ndio tunaenda, siku hii ndio tunaenda. So unaona? So this was the best experience for my girls. Me personally sina nguo za kuswim. I had to change them. Sasa mimi sina nguo. Zile nimeshinda nazo ndizo niko nazo. And they want me to wet myself. And we only have 30 minutes before we head back to the ship. Wananiambia, Daddy, no. You have to get into the water. Haya, mimi naangalia la shidwa sasa hapa. Naigia nilowe maji alafu niende na kwa meli na guo. Sabi hapana, wacha nikuje Kinyasa wewe. Wacha nikuje Kaptura. Inaitwa Kaptura ama inaitwa namna gani? Haya, nikaambia okay. Let's do this. Maisha ni moja tu. So my guys were very excited. Just playing with water. I know now summer has just begun, so I'll be taking them out. But for now, we were in Bahamas. At least in their lifetime, they will say, we went to Bahamas. They went to Coco Cay. Right? So that hata wao wakigrow, wao wanachukua familia zao wanazipeleka huko. Lakini ile challenge wako nayo, wanaogopa maji hii mingi kama kitu ingine. Anasema hii maji ina taste kama chumvi. So for me, nika decide, okay, let me join them. At least wasikie mzuri pia. Okay, let's do this. Wadamale wanyule. Haina shida. We have to do this and then head back to the ship. God bless you. Talk to Kate Ken. Join our next trip and you will never ever regret. Mimi naitwa Jeremy Damaris. Well, remember to subscribe to my channel. If you have a comment, just post it down here. Na nitakujibu. See you next time. Right now, after here, we are heading back to Miami. And of course, tonight we'll be having the last dinner in the cruise. I can't wait to see it. We'll be celebrating some graduates and also, of course, some people with birthdays. Kwa hivyo tafadhali, don't miss the next video of us in the cruise in our last dinner. God bless you so much. Mungu azidi kuwainua. Mimi naitwa Jeremy Damaris. Let's finish this and then go back to Miami. Asante sana.